After the joyous Eid celebrations all over the country, the countdown has started for the cricket festivity to resume. The exciting T20 International Series reaches its climax tonight after some gripping cricket.
The King stands tall once again tonight and he lights up Gaddafi Stadium.
Bowling, fittingly Harris throw, knocks the stumps over.
Hit high, is it long enough? Oh, what a brilliant effort!
4 for a super over, 6 for a victory. Into the pitch, he's hit it high, but he's not got the distance. Got in the deep, New Zealand win.
In the fourth T20 International, it was the weather which had the final say on the outcome. Heavy rain and an unprecedented hailstorm abandoned the match. Can the home side go on to win the series tonight? A perfect Eid present for its cricket fans. Or can New Zealand pull off another upset to draw the series?
Hello and welcome from Pindi Cricket Stadium. We're here for the final T20 International. It's the Bank Al Faladafa News Series and we're here live from Pindi Cricket Stadium. Great to be here on the Inverx Solar Energy Pitch Side Show. Nice to be back after a gap of a couple of days. I'm sure you guys have all enjoyed your Eid a lot, but now we are back in the business as this is the final T20 between Pakistan and New Zealand, and New Zealand have a chance to level the series. Pakistan, well, have a chance to seal the series, so plenty to play for. The stakes are high, and next to me I've got a very beautiful looking guest panel. Arooj Mumtaz looking sharp as always. Grant Elliott is a local already, the way he's been dressing up off late. So welcome to both of you. Arooj, hope you had a nice Eid.
Yeah, fantastic Eid. Like you said, got a couple of days to go back home. Had to give a lot of Eid because I don't think we're on the receiving end of that spectrum anymore. Lots of kids around, but food, beautiful clothes and Eid and family.
I hear that you had a great time. I hear that you've been meandering around on the streets of Islamabad, but I'm going to talk about the cricket today from a New Zealand perspective. Some good performances in the series. Chapman's been doing well for them. The spinners have come into play. So would it be fair to say that they've got certain things right? And today makes for a really good prospect in terms of a match.
Listen, I'm feeling really comfortable in my Shalwa kameez here. But before I start talking about the game, being one of the elders of you two, I've got some Eid for you. So,
wow.
Wow. There we go.
Oh, this is
because I didn't realize, obviously, to you two youngsters. Hang on, wait, the heavy one. I don't know which one that is.
Thank you so much. I'm expecting some dollars, some pounds.
This is brilliant.
Nothing less would suffice. Arooj, I'm going to come to you about the Eid, but we have to talk about the cricket today, Grant, because this game is literally in the balance, Arooj. The way we've seen the series so far, a bit of a hailstorm. Changes from a Pakistan perspective, are we expecting? We saw Ehsanullah running up.
Well, I think the two most talked about changes are Mohammad Haris and Ehsanullah, and I still feel, and I've said this throughout the series, that they deserve a go. If they fit the 11, they should be good enough to play in the 15. That's why they're in the 11. Also, best time to try it, because playing in your home condition, you're still a very good side, still a very strong side, and the inclusion of the two of them should not become a reason if it doesn't go your way. They should still be backing themselves. And again, Haris and Ehsanullah both have shown over a consistent period of time in the recent past. So it's not like they've just been plucked out of nowhere. It's just about performing on the biggest stage.
Yeah, and Haris seems to be, I don't know if you've seen a lot of him, Grant, but he seems to be a very calm sort of character, and it's always nice to have that kind of personality when you are at that big stage where you can soak in all the pressure.
Listen, you have to be calm. I mean, today is a big game. It's a big game for Pakistan, but a big game for New Zealand as well. New Zealand have only won 2 games in the subcontinent, T20 games. So, coming into this game now, after Eid, there's a huge opportunity to draw the series. And I think it's positive bringing in a player who's calm but also very explosive. It's a positive change, but it means that someone's got the opportunity. And I always see this is a final. This is finals cricket. An opportunity for someone to put their hand up and produce a match-winning performance. So, you know, this game's all about opportunities and for someone to shine. So hopefully we're going to see someone shine from both teams.
Well, I know that me and Arooj have availed the opportunity of getting this Eid today, so we're very happy. It's been a fantastic Eid, and I'm sure that you guys enjoyed your Chand Raat in particular as well. What's Mehak been up to? Let's find out.
Well, I'm in my hometown in the beautiful yet lively and crowded city of Islamabad just now, where countdown to Eid has begun. And guess what? It is Chand Raat tonight. I'm going to go out and explore and see the markets and to see as to what is so special about this night. I can't wait to try on the mehndi and wear the bangles. So I guess I'll catch you guys later. ज़्यादा मुख्तलिफ मेहंदी के डिज़ाइंस और पैटर्न्स के ऑप्शंस हैं that I'm finding it really hard to choose what mehendi design to put on, what to, you know, buy and what to wear. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go up to some of the people here and ask them what they bought, what mehendi design they chose and put on, and maybe that will help me out a bit. अच्छा, आप तीनों ने इतनी प्यारी मेहंदी लगाई है, तो आप बताएं कि आपका सबसे फेवरेट डिजाइन कौन सा है मेहंदी का? टिक्की। और आप बताएं आपका?
सेम टिक्की, भरी भरी।
अच्छा, तो आप दोनों का टिक्की और आपका डिफरेंट है। आप बताएं कि कल आपके ईद के लिए क्या प्लान्स हैं? फैमिली के साथ आप गुजारेंगी, फ्रेंड्स के साथ क्या प्लान है आप?
ईद होती फैमिली के साथ, तो मोस्टली ऑफ देम मैं फैमिली के साथ गुजारूंगी और इंशाल्लाह अच्छा होगा खाना पीना और आउटिंग।
बताएं कि कल आपकी क्या कोई ईदी मिलने का कोई इरादा है? ईदी मिलती है तो बहुत खुश होते हैं।
अगर जब हमें ईदी मिलती है तो हम अपने लिए न्यू बैट्स लेते हैं और बॉल्स लेते हैं।
Well, I'm already done with all my shopping for today, and it's already been a festive and eventful evening. This Chand Raat with a lot of happy and excited faces and celebrations going on, but I can't wait to celebrate Eid tomorrow with my family and loved ones. Well, as you saw last night, we were out celebrating Chand Raat, but today it is the big day of Eid ul-Fitr, where Eid festivities have begun, spreading sheer joy and happiness amongst the people as they come out to celebrate with their family, their loved ones, their little kids, eating lots of yummy food and making the most of this special festival. आपको बहुत-बहुत ईद मुबारक सबसे पहले आज, और हम देख रहे हैं कि आप अपनी फैमिली के साथ इधर आए हैं, तो आप लोगों ने सो फार कैसा एंजॉय किया इधर?
खैर मुबारक, आपको भी बहुत-बहुत मुबारक हो। हम मुल्तान से आए हैं यहाँ पे स्पेशली ईद के लिए, और यहाँ का एनवायरनमेंट बहुत अच्छा है और बहुत एंजॉय कर रहे हैं फिलहाल हम।
तो आप बताएं कि आपने कुछ खास खाया पिया है, क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली आज ईद का दिन है, रमज़ान ख़त्म हो गया है।
जी की हैं, सुबह की नमाज भी पढ़ी है, उसके बाद घर भी गए हैं, सब कुछ किया है।
नाइस। और कोई और प्लान्स हैं इसके बाद? और झूलों पे बैठे हैं?
ये अभी झूलों पे बैठने लगे हैं, बहुत मज़ा आ रहा है। ये वाला झूला बहुत पसंद है हमें, जो गोल घूमता है।
Well, as you can see, there's a lot of happiness, joyous moments, and positivity being spread around. So it's an Eid Mubarak from me to all of you, but more importantly, a cricket Mubarak.
Thank you so much, Mehak. I think we might have developed some food coma after all the food that we've had over this Eid. And I don't know about you, Rooj, but I've been having a lot of biryani and meat.
Yes, I mean, food and Eid is what we do. And beautiful food, lovely food, delicious food. And सिर्फ ये सुबह नहीं, सुबह शीर खुरमे से शुरू होता है, lunch और dinner and multiplied by second day as well. So, but तीसरे दिन cricket है, हम यहाँ Eid मनाएंगे. I don't know what we're getting for food tonight.
I think Mohammad Haris is going to be celebrating his Eid well today because, you know, we probably be seeing him in action just in terms of his performance. And since you know, you look at this year in the HPL PSL in 2023, and he's right up there. He's right up there in terms of all the openers. 186.17 is his strike rate, and you've got to talk about this. Arooj, I'll ask you as well because you followed him closely. But just in terms of strike rates, how important are they in T20 cricket ground?
Listen, strike rates are massive, especially at the top of the innings. You want to get the innings off to a great start. So if you can dominate that power play, that's particularly an area that you want to dominate, and you can get ahead of the game. I think New Zealand have been quite slow in the power plays. Pakistan have been slightly better. And I think that there's an opportunity. I always think of getting someone in early to be able to take advantage of that. But also, if you can have a player that can have matchups throughout the game, even through the middle, where suddenly they fancy a bowler, take them on, be more aggressive, you get ahead of the game and put the opposition bowlers under pressure.
And the players are coming out, the captains are coming out shortly, just a few moments away from the toss. Arooj, you followed Haris. You know, his strike rate has been making headlines.
And I think that's exactly the reason. And it's twofold. One that Grant touched on, that it's the power play. So you want to make your best resources, put your best resources to make use of that power play. 186 over PSL over a month tells a story. And he's done it at the World Cup as well. So really glad that he's getting a go, and hopefully he can make use of this opportunity.
All right, let's see if he's able to make use of the opportunity that he gets. A lot of even people have been talking about, you know, trying a few different things in Pakistan cricket. There's Mohammad Haris, there's Ehsanullah in the bowling department, and there's always a competition, which is a healthy competition, in fact, in the Pakistan cricket team. But they'll probably be wanting their best 11 out there today because this is the decider. Now we are ready with the toss, as we saw Babar Azam walk out with Tom Latham. Over to Sikandar Bakht.
Toss and pitch report brought to you by Inverex Solar Energy. Hello and welcome to the fifth and the final T20 International here between Pakistan and New Zealand, and all to play for. Pakistan can win this series, New Zealand can level it. We'll have our match referee, Mr. Ali Naqvi, alongside me. We have Babar Azam and Tom Latham. Babar, you have the coin?
Heads.
Heads is the call.
That's heads.
And heads it is. Stop. What are you going to do?
We're going to have a bowl first. Yeah, obviously it stays here to chase, so you know, hopefully we can bowl well first up.
Had a good outing, unfinished game, the previous one, but what do you make of the surface, and what do you feel is going to be a good score to chase out?
Yeah, it's sort of hard to know. Obviously, we're probably just looking back on games that have been here previously, but we have seen that games have been high scoring. So I guess in that instance, it's sort of hard to know what a good score is. So I think when you're chasing, sort of makes things a little bit easier, and you know how to go about it.
Your team, and I'm talking about the batters, have now understood the surface and getting used to the conditions?
Yeah, exactly. I think, you know, that's something we talk about, is trying to learn from game to game, and I think each game, you know, bowlers and batters sort of made those little adjustments and those improvements, and I guess we're still looking for that perfect performance, so hopefully we can do that tonight.
How about changes, if any?
So we've got two changes. So Jimmy Nation comes in for Cole McConkey and Henry Shipley in for Matt Henry, who's just a little bit unwell at the moment.
Okay, have a good one.
Cheers, thank you.
Babar, have to bat first, would have done the same chase like them?
To be honest, yes, we have also batting first, so yeah, toss is not our end, but we will try to run on the board and put pressure on them, and pitch look like different before the first match, so it's much good wicket, so I think in 190, 180 is good total. Good total to chase out here. Any changes that you brought into your side? Yes, we have two changes. Fakhar Zaman not playing, Zaman Khan is not playing, Mohammad Haris is playing, and Ehsanullah is playing. Well, great. And Eid Mubarak to you. And Eid Mubarak. You and good luck. Thank you. So now New Zealand have won the toss. They've decided that they're going to bowl first. And chasing out here is not something very surprising. I've got Basil Khan alongside me. Basil is going to tell us a little more about this surface and the idea of chasing here.
I think this is a better surface than we had the other day. Talking to the creator, he said he had much more time to prepare this, and I think that it looks better. It has a little sheen on it. so the ball will come onto the bat. It will be that windy wicket where you want boundaries, or you see boundaries all the time. Difficult for the bowlers.
Different pitch from that first T20 over here. Spin to win, and the bowler who stood out, what was different about him?
Yeah, he was very impressive, was Imad Wasim. What he did well was bowl into the pitch at quite a pace, and he bowled sort of just short of a length, and whenever he bowled in that little box, it was very difficult to get him away. Average speed of 95. So as a spinner, you're not looking to fright the ball. You want to dart it in and make sure you hit back of a length. I think all the same today, but I reckon this is even better pitch. So maybe you don't have to go to any sort of change-up because you'll get found out.
Now, we've seen some high-scoring games in the PSL. Babar feels 190 is gettable here when you chase it.
Yeah, absolutely. Very difficult ground to defend. It's a smallish ground, very quick outfield. And as it's Eid, what do you want as Eidi is just boundaries, don't you?
Yeah. Okay, so it's a big one. High-scoring game. Let's find out who wins this all-important decider. Toss and pitch report brought to you by Inverex Solar Energy.
New Zealand winning the toss, and they have decided to bowl first, and we've got a couple of changes from the New Zealand perspective and Pakistan as well. Thank you so much, Mr. Elliott and Arooj Mumtaz. We'll be taking a short breather, and when we do come back, we'll be joined by a new set of guests, and we'll also have a closer look at the teams. Back on the Inverex Solar Energy pitch side show, and New Zealand has won the toss, in case you guys have just tuned in, and they have elected to bowl first. A couple of changes. There you are. In front of you, Tickner is playing alongside Jimmy Neesham. And then from a Pakistan perspective, what you all wanted, you'll be seeing Ehsanullah in action alongside Mohammad Haris. Now we're talking about the pace battery of Pakistan. They've got quite a few resources at their disposal. You'll be seeing Ehsanullah in action today. And to support all this pace bowling, you've got the veteran Umar Gul in the camp. He was also known as the Bulldozer, better known for his Yorkers. He earlier caught up with Arooj Mumtaz.
Star Talk brought to you by Inverex Solar Energy.
When fast bowlers can bowl those Yorkers with pinpoint accuracy, well, all you can do is watch out for your toes. And while we talk about Yorkers and Pakistani bowlers, I've got two greats of the game, one not from the recent past and one from the recent past, one current and one former. Umar Gul and the current bowling coach of Pakistan, and Haris Rauf, one of the best bowling for the Yorkers going around for Pakistan. Join me, Umar bhai. हम हारिस की बात करेंगे, बट पहले आपसे मैं शुरू कर लेती हूँ. पिन पॉइंट एक्यूरेसी से यॉर्कर्स बोल करना, और खास तौर पे डेथ पे आपका नाम प्रॉब्ली सारे फेरिस्त है उस लिस्ट में. क्या उसके पीछे टेक्निक, स्किल, व्हाट इज द बेसिक दैट यू नीड फ्रॉम दैट?
बेसिकली अगर हम इसके टेक्निक के पीछे हम चले जाए तो यू कैन से कि हमें जो ना टेनिस बॉल से हमने स्टार्ट किया था, और टेप बॉल पे जो ना आपको काफ़ी लाइक लूज बॉल आप नहीं कर सकते. तो एक तो आप ये कह सकते कि बचपन से ही था, और प्लस आई स्टिल रिमेंबर कि जब हमारा फर्स्ट टाइम 2007 वर्ल्ड कप हो रहा था, तो उससे पहले हमारा काकूल में कैंप लगा था. वहाँ पे हमने काफ़ी काम किया था. स्पेशली हमारा आई थिंक 1.5 मंथ का कैंप था. तो उस टाइम पे ये था कि T20 क्रिकेट नया नया स्टार्ट हुआ था, और हमें पता था कि यहाँ पे आपके लिमिटेड ओवर में आपके पास एक ऐसा बॉल मुझे डेवलप करना चाहिए जो आगे जाके मेरी स्ट्रेंथ बने. तो यॉर्कर पे काफ़ी प्रैक्टिस की, और आई थिंक प्रैक्टिस में क्यों परफेक्ट, और वही चीज़ हुआ कि उसमें मैंने काफ़ी ऑनेस्टली मैंने उस पर काफ़ी वर्क की है. और फिर आगे जाके जो कि मुझे रेड बॉल भी में उसका फ़ायदा हुआ, वनडे में भी, और T20 में तो वैसे भी मुझे बहुत फ़ायदा हुआ.
हारिस, जो उमर भाई बात करें, आप भी अगर आप देखें, जो आप ओवर कराते हैं, बड़े मुश्किल ओवर कराते हैं, एक पावर प्ले में कराते हैं और फिर बैक एंड पे कराते हैं, तो जो यॉर्कर्स का लैंड करना है उसके पीछे आप कितनी वर्किंग करते हैं? इज इट अ मेंटल थिंग कि उस पर ऑब्वियसली स्किल का तो है, और आपने कितना काम किया उस पर?
ऑब्वियसली बात है, जब आप डेथ बॉलिंग करते हो तो माइंड में यही होता है कि आपको डॉट बॉल करना है. तो मेरे ख्याल से जो यॉर्कर है वो बेस्ट बॉल होता है डॉट के लिए. तो मोस्टली यही होता है कि आपको कोशिश करनी पड़ती है, यॉर्कर पे जाना पड़ता है, और बिफोर आप जिस तरह प्रैक्टिस करते हैं और नाइट प्रैक्टिस सेशन करना, उसमें आप मोस्टली अपने आप को बिल्डअप करते हो कि आज ज़्यादा यॉर्कर की प्रैक्टिस की जाए. फिर वो जब आप मैच में जाते हो एग्जीक्यूशन इजी हो जाती है फिर आपको करना।
उमर भाई थोड़ी क्रॉस क्वेश्चनिंग कर लेते हैं क्योंकि आप दोनों यहाँ मौजूद हैं। मुझे बताएं कि हारिस के बारे में एज अ बॉलर, एज एन इंडिविजुअल, एज अ क्रिकेटर क्या चीज़ें पसंद है और कौन से ऐसे एस्पेक्ट हैं जो आपको लगता है अभी भी काम करने की ज़रूरत है?
आई थिंक माशाल्लाह से स्टार इन कमिंग, इंशाल्लाह स्टार इन मेकिंग, इंशाल्लाह पाकिस्तान के लिए, पाकिस्तान का एसेट इन फ्यूचर में ये इंशाल्लाह सुपरस्टार बनेगा। इसकी जो सबसे जो अच्छी क्वालिटी है इसका एग्रेशन जो है, इसका जो पैशन टूवर्ड्स द क्रिकेट है बड़ा ज़बरदस्त है। आप कभी भी इसको रिलैक्स नहीं रह सकते, जो भी मैच होता है चाहे वो PSL का मैच हो, चाहे इंटरनेशनल मैच हो, चाहे इवन फर्स्ट क्लास मैचेस में मैंने इसको देखा है। जो सबसे इसकी पॉजिटिव चीज़ है इसकी एनर्जी और जो एग्रेशन है, आई थिंक वो इसको हारिस रऊफ को जो यहाँ तक लेके आया इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट में, इसने माशाल्लाह से जो एक नाम बनाया, तो प्योरली इट्स क्रेडिट गोज टू हिज एग्रेशन और डेफिनेटली हार्ड वर्क। तो मेरे ख्याल से हार्ड वर्क करके जिसको इसको मैंने स्टार्ट में देखा था, डायमंड ग्राउंड पे मैंने देखा था इसको टेप बॉल खेलते हुए, तो आई थिंक क्रेडिट गोज टू हिम। और जिस तरह मैंने कहा कि ऑलवेज हार्ड वर्क पेज ऑफ।
बिल्कुल, नो डाउट क्रेडिट गोज टू हिम, हार्ड वर्क पेज ऑफ। जब मैंने आपसे सवाल पूछा ना तो उसके शक्ल पे एक मुस्कुराहट थी कि पता नहीं आप कोई ड्रेसिंग रूम की आपको इसकी शरारती बात बताने लगे। बट हारिस मुझे आप खुद
नोटी तो बहुत है वो, तो इसमें तो और होना भी चाहिए।
यही हम सुनना चाह रहे थे कि कहीं पे। बट हारिस अपनी गेम में ऑब्वियसली आप जितनी इंप्रूवमेंट लाए हो और देयर इज ऑलवेज रूम ऑफ इंप्रूवमेंट, आप कौन से ऐसे एस्पेक्ट्स है कि आपको एक कहते हैं ना 3 फॉर्मेट बॉलर बना सके, कैसे ऐसे एस्पेक्ट हैं जिस पे आपको लगता है काम करने की जरूरत है इस वक्त?
देखिए, आपका जो लर्निंग प्रोसेस है वो कभी ख़त्म नहीं होता। आप जिस तरह की क्रिकेट चल रही है आपको जिस तरह डे बाय डे आपको इम्प्रूव करना पड़ता है। बट ये होता है कि आपकी जो स्ट्रेंथ है, कोशिश करते हैं कि उस पर ज़्यादा हार्ड वर्क किया जाए, उस पर ज़्यादा कमांड हो जाती है फिर आपको जब एग्जीक्यूशन करते हो। बट आपको वक्त के साथ साथ आपको नई चीज़ें सीखनी पड़ती हैं। कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि जिस तरह विद द न्यू बॉल उसको कैसे कंट्रोल में लाया जाए, मेरे लिए वो एक नया चैलेंज है।
जाते जाते आपके हाथ में बॉल है, थोड़ा सा हमारे जो यंग बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स जो देख रहे हो उनको ग्रिप के बारे में यॉर्कर की कुछ अगर टिप्स दे सकें दोनों।
हारिस से स्टार्ट।
नहीं उमर भाई आप।
आई बिलीव कि हर बंदे के अपने ग्रिप स्टाइल होता है। जो मैं नेचुरली अगर कन्वेंशनल स्विंग के लिए जाता हूँ, जिस तरह आपको कैसे देखे न्यू बॉल के साथ, तो तब तो मेरा ये सीम पोजीशन ये होता है, दोनों फिंगर ऑन द सीम, ये तो साइड पे होता है। लेकिन जब इवन अगर मैं नए बॉल के साथ भी जाता हूँ तो जो मुझे कंट्रोल है, तो मैं फिर इसको थोड़ा सा ये फर्स्ट स्लिप की तरफ करता हूँ। मेरा ये थंब जो ना ये बिल्कुल क्रॉस हो जाता है। इससे मुझे ये है कि एक तो मुझे एंड पे जो बॉल डिप होता है वो उसमें मुझे फ़ायदा हो रहा है, प्लस कंट्रोल ज़्यादा होता है। और ऑफ कोर्स फिर जब पुराना बॉल होता था ये जिस तरह नज़र आ रहा है रिवर्स स्विंग के लिए, तो अगेन मेरा ये सीम पोजीशन टोटली चेंज हो जाता है। ये होता है थोड़ा सा टाइट पकड़ लेता हूँ और मेरा जो थंब है ना वो टोटली इस तरह हो जाता है अक्रॉस द सीम। इससे ये है कि जो मैं बॉल पुश करता हूँ बैट्समैन की तरफ टू अगेंस्ट द बैट्समैन, डिपेंड करता है कौन सा मैं स्विंग कर रहा हूँ, तो जब मैं उसको पुश करता हूँ एक तो मुझे ये कि फोर्स मिलता है और प्लस ये जब ऐसे जाते हैं तो एंड पे ये डिप हो जाता है, जिसकी वजह से बैट्समैन को ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम होता है। क्योंकि अगर आप सीधी सीम के साथ बॉल करते हो तो वो आपको स्विंग नज़र आता है, लेकिन जिस तरह अगर आप एक क्रॉस आप बैट्समैन से अवे पुश करते हो तो एक तो ये कि स्विंग का आपको नहीं पता चलता और एंड पे वो डिप हो जाते हैं।
उमर भाई एंड हारिस, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर जॉइनिंग मी। उमर भाई ने सारी सीक्रेट्स बता दी, तो जो भी देख रहा था आई एम श्योर उसको अब यॉर्कर करने में बहुत अच्छे से आ गई होगी।
Star Talk, brought to you by Inverex Solar Energy.
He was such a sight in full flow, talking about Umar Gol with the ability to swing the volleys. But he's also got a certain Haris Rauf next to him. I've been joined by Kyle Mills and Bazit Khan. Eid Mubarak to both of you, first of all. Millsy, I mean, you look at Haris Rauf and there's a bit of a story. You kind of unearthed him to some extent. Tell us a little more about that.
Well, I spent some time with Haris Rauf and Shaheen Shah Afridi when they were kids at Lahore Calendars. And an amazing story with Haris Rauf. We had a tour to Australia and he'd only been bowling with a cricket ball for 2 weeks. Before that, it was all tennis ball cricket. And I was unaware of this. And we did a lap of the field and I asked him, you know, a general question, how did you feel today? And he said, I'll never ever forget it. Millsy, the ball is just so heavy. And we had a good laugh about this when we caught up with each other last week. But just Shaheen Afridi and Haris Rauf, first and foremost, they're actually really good people. They're good people. And when I was interacting with them, they were just kids. And now they are grown men and they're big and they're athletic and they are very impressive. And there's Shaheen there. He's filled into a real leader in this team as well. I don't see him just as a bowler and one of the best bowlers in the world. I see him as a leader of this Pakistan team.
as a leader of the Pakistan side. That's quite a statement. I mean, Baz, your thoughts? I mean, Umar Gul and Haris Rauf, you heard from Umar Gul as well. Great mentor in the form of Umar Gul. And then nice little story there from Milzy on Haris Rauf.
Yeah, I love the way Milzy says they're very good people. Fast bowlers are very good people if they're not bowling. Otherwise, they're fine. And they're scary if they're bowling at you. But with Umar Gul, when the ball was reversing, I don't think there was anybody better with that Yorker. And we talk about Wasim Akram, Waqar Yunus, Shoaib Akhtar with the Yorker. The one that we forget is Umar Gul, because of the fact that in T20, especially in such a short format, he was able to deliver those Yorkers. And when it was reverse swinging, we just saw the little segment that he said, I don't like to push the ball across. But when he did push the ball across, the ball was always darting back in. And with Haris Rauf, the one thing that Haris Rauf, I think, had his armory all together. Once you play tape ball cricket, you have to develop a Yorker. So the ball might be heavy, but in theory, yes, the ball might be heavy, but in theory, with the lighter ball, he was always bowling the Yorker. There was something that even from a younger age, he was looking to do, because in tape ball cricket, we know that you have to bowl a good Yorker, otherwise you don't survive.
Yeah, exactly. We've seen that on the streets of Pakistan. I mean, what was the exchange that was happening there? Any tips being passed?
I was wondering where my Edie was. US dollar. He said I have to provide to him, but I told him I'm just Babu.
You're asking Shaheen for some Edie. It should be the other way around. All right, Baz, New Zealand has won and they are bowling first. This is, you spoke about the pitch and you said that it's an even better pitch than before. Quick thoughts on the target.
Yeah, I think it's a good decision to actually chase, because it's a very difficult ground to defend. It's a better pitch. I talked to the creator. He said we've got more time to prepare it. The previous pitch, he was worried about rain, and there was a bit of rain before, so he wasn't happy with it. This pitch is much happier with it, so I reckon there'll be plenty of runs there. But I think the spinners have to do a job in the middle overs.
Spinners have to do the job. You heard from Basit as well how Imad was bowling that particular length. It's going to be a fascinating game between both the sides. We'll take a short break. And when we are back with the live pictures.